So I was getting tired of buying those hair scrunchies. They would wear out over time. You just have them all over the place and they just kind of pull your hair. And I was looking for some alternatives so I wouldn't have to keep buying those. And I came across these things called hair forks. And this is quite secure. Like I have this in and shake my head. I've tried even jump rope in this and it stays fine as long as your hair is, tight before you put it in so there's some tension holding the fork in. So I had one of these made for me. I have another one just like this that's just plain with no customization on it, but this one has labradorite. And on the back there's a symbol bomb. It's a Tibetan symbol for the Dakini or feminine energy. So the way this works is you just tie your hair. So the way I normally do my hair this way. So I think it's called a nautilus bun. You wrap and you just wrap this hair around until you run out. And you're gonna have this loop of hair and you just kind of pull it down and you'll kind of see there's this top part. Kind of gently pull it up and it'll kind of actually stay in place as long as you're not doing anything that would shake it loose. And then you just take this and just, the one thing I've noticed after wearing this for a few months is when you put this through your hair, you don't want to angle it down. You want to angle it either straight back or slightly up, because if it goes slightly down, it will kind of pull your hair because it's kind of going into the hair again. So when you do it, make sure it's going straight back or slightly up as you're pushing it through, and just kind of find the tightest spots of the hair that will help hold it really tight. And this stays in all day. It doesn't come loose for me at all. I really love it. I have some metal ones, which I'll show in another video. I mainly got their brass. They're smaller and they work a little differently, but they still hold their hair really well. So I use those like if I take a shower and I'm not washing my hair, or say for example going to hot springs or even swimming, you know. So this is really quite nice. It doesn't, elastic bands can really start to pull on your hair and start to hurt sometimes, especially as you start from the fresh ones and they start to get really long and you start wrapping them more and more and you kind of lose that feel and it starts to pull and it just is really uncomfortable. And this is just, your hair doesn't feel pulled in any way. It feels secure, but your hair is not pulling. It's really quite nice. I would never go back to traditional hair bands. The only thing I could see using them for is maybe if I braided my hair down and just kind of elastic the end. I'm trying to think of another way to not do that. Maybe a tie of some sort. I don't know. Let me know. So that's one way you can do the hair. And another way, is just kind of twist it. And it works the same way. I like the Nautilus bundle I showed you the first because it keeps your hair a little looser, but the same kind of thing. Just kind of start fishing around and just kind of find this tight spot of your hair. Just kind of wiggle it side to side and then just give it a good push until it's all the way through. And then just hold it really quite well. You can kind of see the back, how it pulls back. And this is kind of why I like the Nautilus bun, because it holds the extra strands of hair a little bit better. You kind of can find the spot where the last bit of strands of hair end. You can kind of just go right for that spot and I'll hold it too. So there's that version, but I usually do my hair the other way. But yeah, I've used this for a few months. You know, I highly recommend it. I'll link to the seller on Etsy, and she has lots of different styles. This one was definitely my favorite, but she has lots of other cool versions. And it's made out of plum wood. It's really pretty. It's held up really well, and I think it's, you know, it's masculine too, so it's good for guys and ladies, and it's something that will last a very long time as long as you don't drop it, or you know, maybe if you, over time if you get it wet a lot, maybe the wood will kind of shift a little bit on you. But if you do it this way, you can actually hide the front of it with your hair a little bit. Just push it in all the way. And just slightly point it up so it's not pulling down. A couple times I pointed it down, I've kind of noticed it pulled my hair. So you could do this like if you're, you know, working out. The only thing is it does stick out a little bit out the back, so that's something to be aware of. So if you need to, like if you're doing workout stuff on your back, you can just put it sideways too. And then it's not going to interfere with your head on the ground or anything like that. So it works. Very versatile. I highly recommend it. They're pretty cheap. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. See you next time.